It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Live from the Bob and Tom Studios. Hello, 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 and all the ships at sea. Let's go to press. Flash. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Well played, sir.
April 12th, 2021. We're all here in our places with brides and Hi, Tom.
Chick.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Got some sleep.
Tom terrified me earlier. We'll go through that. Hello, Pat.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Christy.
Hi, Chick.
You been on lunch or something? Where you been?
She was in Arizona. We'll
I was
find
in
out
Arizona.
more later.
Son of a gun. I thought something was different.
I said, how was Arizona? She went, the one-word answer. I said, hey, Christy, how was Arizona? Dry. And then she leaves the room.
I was in a hurry. I was busy.
Okay, sorry.
What is it? Josh, she did seem a bit curlish. is that the right? Am I using that properly? Hello, Ace. Well, you could always go back to Arizona. Hi, Willie.
Hey, Chick.
Let's see now. Well, we got a whole new array of things we've got to discuss here. First of all, Christy back in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. I see we have Josh Steeping, of course. And his new place, it's very nice to see Josh at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk and chair getting ready for Mother's Day.
Boy, one day you'll let me say hi when you introduce me.
One day.
Yeah, one of these days.
I hadn't finished.
I know you hadn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, the comedy stylings. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the comedy stylings of Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Way to go. You broke him down. You broke him down.
You took the spirit right out of him.
Yep.
No. Go ahead. What do you got?
So I'm walking into the station today.
That's Chick McGee at the
middle of the dark.
and he does the sports. And
I had a chance to introduce him because we were waiting for your hunk.
And
your hunk comedy.
I hear behind me, hello, Mr. Chick McGee. Hello. How are you? Hello. It was your father sneaking up behind me out in front here.
Wasn't sneaking up behind
Scared me to death. I thought it was some, kidnapper who'd
I had locked
perfected
myself
Tom's
out of the
voice.
building.
He locked himself out of
What
the
were you
building.
doing
He went for a
outside?
Peeing.
Peeing.
Right? Knew it.
Peeing.
you locked yourself.
This is what we have to deal with
You were peeing
every day.
outside?
Tom in the wild. He always.
Pee outside all the time.
We have beautiful bathrooms here.
No, they
one
splash
was-
back.
Well, wait a minute. Let's
I like the freedom.
Let's not get carried away. I don't know if they're beautiful or not. They're okay.
I was a little tired. I neglected to use my normal procedure, locked myself out. So I had to walk all the way around the building. But it was, I got to say, hey, hi, hello, Mr. McGee. He jumps a foot.
Well, of course.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
I would have been terrified too.
I mean this with love, Dad. You're a total weirdo.
Sorry.
And for me, it's only a matter of time before somebody jacks me with a sock full of nickels in the parking lot. A number of people I've been upset over the years. Good
Hey,
Lord.
McGee, nice picks.
Boom. Yeah.
Well,
I lost
sorry.
my house. Whack. Yeah, okay.
Remember, your
I
pick.
love Ace Cosby. Smack.
Arizona, I went to a gem show, and I would
Oh, wait, whoa. A what?
a gem show.
Gem. Oh,
Gem.
jewelry. Okay.
And then gems, like big, I don't know what you'd call them, crystal things, like.
Oh, I wonder what the rubies are doing today.
No, it
Where can I find
it wasn't like that.
Gem show, you simply must go. You must.
It's quite fascinating. There was a sculptor there that made these really cool things out of old motorcycle parts. But anyway,
I gave him $100, poor man.
I would bet my oldest child that I saw Stevie Nicks there.
I would
She
know.
lives there.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I
at
wouldn't
all.
doubt it
Lives
at
in
all.
Phoenix, but it's close enough.
Oh, where were you?
Tucson.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
See, that gems
Christy.
and all that. That's right up her
Wasn't
alley.
it? Yeah.
Christy, that's
turquoise.
But that's what? Oh, go ahead, Chris.
it's Tucson, not
Tucson.
Tucson.
Oh, yeah, you're right. First off, Chick is right.
Of course.
Second, I bet there are a lot of people at gem shows that look like Stevie Nicks.
Good point.
Was she buying something to adjust her aura?
And I don't know, but I literally would bet my almost life on it.
Was she about your height?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Was she wearing lots
But
of
everybody's
veils
wearing
and
masks.
twirling?
So
Yeah.
last year, my friends who were there saw Goldie Hawn. So it's not like people don't go to this thing, but it was pretty funny.
You simply must go.
You didn't see me there because I hadn't been tied to a chair and dragged in.
I think you would have found it interesting.
I doubt it.
You see, though, what you're doing. Josh and I are having fun, but you actually come in and make a value judgment on her for going to the gym.
I'm glad she had that
It was
kind
a
of free
cool
time.
thing. I was on vacation. What do you mean free time?
Once again, I have 2 little girls, and check local listings. It rained every second of the weekend, and
it's not our fault you had kids.
Exactly. You chose your life.
Come on.
I just like to say something real quick.
Keep that hog in your pants.
I want to talk to the people who make. So we'll go over to Michael's, get a couple of little kits.
Sure.
We can do some fun stuff. Oh man. Could they not use paint in these kits that will not wash off anything? And here's something we can decorate T-shirts.
You got the wrong kits.
We have some T-shirts here. We have some oil-based paint that you could use in the White House, and it'll work for 30 years.
Didn't you have practice?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Finding the right paints to use?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Didn't your bunch, the OGs,
Original Griswolds,
didn't you guys ever look at him and go, Dad, can you give us some space, please? Can you leave us alone for a couple hours?
No, we were all spread out goofing around. Me and Charlie were, fighting on the treadmill in the basement. We were
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's like you make believe you're on a train speeding down
That's not how OK Go did it.
Okay, go.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's all uphill from here. Wait a minute.
If we said no, would you say okay?
Let's see, where was I? You know what I need? I need to stop the music and check out the Ace Cosby joke of the day. That's right, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
about time. Here we go. Hot damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Ace Cosby.
Tom, the #1 box office movie is King Kong versus Godzilla.
That's right.
Now, there was a Kong movie recently where he broke his leg. I can't remember the title of it, but it has a huge cast.
I would think so. It's not bad.
See? Doesn't that make you feel good? Oh, come on. Thank you very much, Ace. That's the Omaha Steaks Ace Cosby joke of the day, because we're getting ready to have a special Omaha Steak and Eggs breakfast. Oh, yes. I'll be giving you some more information about that coming up. Chick McGee's at the sports desk. Josh Arnold is ciphering something over there at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk and chair. We now return to...
Hang on. Wait a minute. Before we get back to Christy and sports, we had the world record of a lady running a mile wearing a bomb disposal suit.
Right. From the United States Army, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, I believe.
Captain Katie Hernandez, and someone has sent me a picture of the captain.
Oh, my goodness.
There she is.
Not an ounce of fat on her.
Not an ounce of fat. She could lift this
Holy
studio
moly.
and all of us and throw us out in the driveway.
Good
so
for
there you
her.
go.
Incredibly fit.
She is quite the.
She ran the mile in the bomb suit, and what was it again?
10 miles, 10 minutes, 23 seconds.
Good for her.
And the suit weighs over 70 pounds.
Man.
I think I would get as sweaty as she got running that whole mile, just putting on the bomb suit. Tying my shoes. I get out of breath.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, good for her. And in the meantime, she's over there in the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Go Navy. That's what Christy says. What have you got?
An Austrian man who was fined after letting wind escape loudly, that's a quote, during an identity check by police has had his fine reduced.
Good.
The man had challenged the fine, saying although he had farted at the police officer, it was a biological process. He claimed his gas emission amounted to freedom of expression. The administrative court reduced the penalty from 500 euros to 100 euros, pointing to the man's lack of a criminal record.
No. Did they read him his rights? You have the right to remain silent but deadly.
Yeah, baby.
That's not a great idea to do that to the police. They're just going to be aggravated.
But what if he couldn't control it? I don't think
he did it. You know he did it on purpose. Come
He's
on.
a guy? Is that why?
Yes.
I can't think of an instance where I couldn't control it.
No, this was
can hold
if you
him
read the whole case, this guy did it deliberately.
And wait for later, you know?
Yeah, so he's still got.
What's the most embarrassing time you passed gas, Tom? You're at a big dinner.
In the studio one time, remember?
You're receiving some sort of an award for some sort of charity.
No.
You go, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I'm sorry.
Distinguished guests.
My. I'm sorry.
Pat Godwin is correct.
What?
Static Shack, yeah.
We were at the studio, and there's a very heavy door, the soundproof door.
Right.
You were straining to open it, weren't you?
No.
One would, yeah. It's
If I could tell the story, I could actually get it out. We were in the control room, and then looking through the glass at the big studio. And then there's another sort of ancillary room behind the control room where there's a couch, kind of a small lounge area. And there was no one else in the building except those of us that were working. So I thought. And I had a gaseous episode I could feel coming on. So I went and I cracked the door open, didn't look back at me, and let her rip, only to find that there was some kind of a family tour going on.
With somebody's wife and their kid back there.
That's correct. They were enjoying that.
So the wife and kid are sitting there innocently
On the couch, right.
You did it like 3 times,
And they
not
just
just once.
And they just.
So you crack the door open and don't look and stick your ass out and fart.
And then shut the door. It's a very heavy door.
Well, don't you? You have to break the seal.
Oh, you break the gaseous seal?
Yeah, you got to.
With one swipe?
Yeah, you got to break the seal.
That's true.
Some of it pulls in with you.
I see Christy back from Arizona in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Did you get a tan? I forgot to look.
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
You have tan lines?
Yes.
Prove it.
She was playing golf. It's from the ankle down. It's white and creamy.
I saw a picture of you in the pool.
Thank you, Pat. I was in the pool, yes.
Josh is at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk. The voice you just heard was Pat Godwin in the performance room, the Oxford Gold performance room. Get some real gold in your hands, ladies and gentlemen, or silver. And then Ace Cosby provided us already with the Ace Cosby joke of the day, brought to you by Omaha Steaks, because the Omaha Steak season has arrived. It's time to cook out and have some fun. And we'll move on from here. We have a lot to get to, Christy. I don't know if you heard about it, but
What?
well, a lot of things happened while you were gone.
Of course, I miss a week, miss a lot.
Can you grab that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hi,
Donnie, how are you, sir?
Christy, good to get you back in the saddle again.
Nice to be back.
Tom's right, a bunch happened in the news. Christy, did you see where Shaquille O'Neal's in a jewelry store and bought an engagement ring for some stranger?
I did see that. Well, he didn't really buy
Yes,
it for the
indeed.
stranger. He helped.
Well, he was in the store looking at engagement rings for his girlfriend or side piece or whatever, putting on layaways. And Shaq was over here. He was like, heard of it. He said, I got you. He paid for it. That's badass. Shaq's the best.
Yeah.
Man,
That
if
is
I ever hit
nice.
the lottery and had money like him, I'd be doing all kinds of things like that.
Really?
And I see it now, you know, I'm at the Quickie Mart, up the cashier. Hey, man, see the fire-ass hot chick with the Daisy Dukes and them cowboy boots? I'd be like, hey, put 10 on that pump and give me a case of rubbers.
Cool move.
I swear to God, don't even tell her, you know, I just want to watch her quiver right there in public. That's right, Mr. Charity Donnie Baker, philanthropist. Is that the word, Tom?
Philanthropist. I think philanthropist is the word you're looking for.
Whatever. Fact remains, Shaq's so cool, man. And now he's a lawman, just like Steven Seagal's. That's another news story Christy missed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I bet you $20 he'd beat Seagal's ass if they fought straight up. I bet Shaq could take on Steven Seagal's and his son Jason from that stupid show, How I Banged Your Mother.
No, that's
Give 'em
Jason
both a
Segel. That's
beat down.
different.
I swear to God. By the way, Shaq does his own type of martial arts called Shaq Fu.
Oh,
I'm serious, Tom. Look it up.
Shaq food.
He does it all. He's a hip-hop rapper, does that on the side. And during the holiday season, he wraps presents at Nordstrom's just for fun.
Oh, is that right?
Nice of him.
Oh.
I swear to God. Dude even has his own insurance company for people like me who just need a month's worth of insurance to be able to keep the tags on the truck.
Oh, really?
And I think Shaq should run for president. Who wouldn't vote for him? Man wears a size 23 shoe.
Wow.
He may not be able to hit free throw, but you know, a size 23 foot, he's always got to be hitting some chick's kidney regular. Swear to God.
Funny.
Hey, just like me, Christy, Donnie Baker, I'm a giver to your liver. You know? Hey, baby, here's some lube in a wheelchair. So, anyways,
That's a cool
my
move.
fellow Americans, tell Putin and Kim Jong-un's over in China there's a new sheriff in town. I got a feeling Shaq's already a cop. Same way Elvis was a DEA agent under guy's DA agent at large. Can you imagine getting pulled over by Shaq? I'd be so like, okay, so where's Ashton Kutcher's? Because you know it'd feel like he's being punched. Of course, now that I know how generous he is, if he did write me up for a 125, I'd just ask him to pay for it for me.
There you go.
Swear to God. So I hereby officially declare Shaq for President 2022. I'm Donnie Baker, and I pray this message, Lil Penny Treasure, state law.
I don't think there's
He
going to
needs
be
a civics lessons.
Is there going to be a 2022 election that I didn't know about? Okay. Yeah, Shaq did.
Yeah, I saw that story. The young man was trying to figure out how he could put this ring on layaway, and Shaq happened to be there and purchased it. That's great.
I got you.
He does.
I guess he does that kind of stuff all the time.
Very quietly. So
Yeah.
good for him.
He's like Bill Murray, but he's massive. I love it.
Yeah, you ever seen him in person?
Really big.
I did.
Yeah, I have.
It's quite something. He's a very big man.
Yeah.
Well, you're all very small.
That's true. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Shaq. What have you got over at the news desk, Christy?
Well, a woman in the UK became pregnant. Apparently, while she was already pregnant, 39-year-old Rebecca Roberts learned about the second pregnancy during her 12-week scan. Her previous scans had shown just one baby. The rare phenomenon is known as a superfetation, which happens when an egg is released while a woman is already pregnant and implants near the first embryo in the uterus.
How is this? Boy,
So she gave birth to twins, kind of.
Okay.
Noah and Rosalie back in September, though Rosalie stayed in the hospital for 95 days before going home because she was the earlier of the... Yeah, she was the younger.
Oh, and you can, if you see the picture, you can tell which one's Noah because he's got the big.
Oh no!
God.
Get it out.
Big dent in his head.
Noah has a.
Well, he was in the womb. You see,
He was already in the womb when the second one was
Dent in
made.
his head.
the wiener entering in.
Got it. I thought it was going to Noah's Ark.
I thought it was an ark.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Like the two giraffes are with him.
During the break, I was reading this thing about this scrotal uplift surgery.
You're fascinated by this.
No. Why would anybody do this? It's $4,000.
I'll take a look. You want me to take a look? Tell you if it's wrinkled or not?
Takes about an hour.
We're not interested, but you're shopping around.
Yeah.
I was reading the rest of this article.
Did you check out the other guy's stuff at the gym?
No, not at the gym, just at urinals. Next, let's keep moving on.
I'm being told that Clooney irons his.
Oh,
right,
no
come on.
way.
His sack?
What do you mean you're being told this?
Cuts his hair with the
This
Flowbee.
is on
The internet?
Twitter.
How in the world do you iron your sack?
You heat it up
Very
and it
carefully.
gets the wrinkles out of it. Yes.
With a blow dryer? What?
That's what it says.
You know what? You love Clooney. Why don't you go ahead and try this?
I'd look.
I dare you to.
I'll check it out for him.
Why you don't only disagree, but you're angry about this.
I don't know much about this
can't
procedure,
iron
but
your
I would recommend don't put it on setting on cotton.
No.
Maybe you use
That's a really hot iron setting.
maybe use a
Or the
curling iron, right?
The steam iron.
Boy, I don't even want
no.
to think about any of this.
It says
Keep it away
the
from your hole.
A steam? From where, Jake?
What?
Keep the curling iron away from your hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both holes.
why don't you maybe before you do this with that iron? Why don't you just try set it on steam?
Okay.
And just steam.
Oh, God.
Okay, this guy says the Botox thing for the testicular area.
Yes.
This doctor says they apply a topical cream to numb the area, then ingest the testicle skin.
They ingest it?
Inject.
I'm sorry. Well,
If they ingest it,
I
that's a whole
imagine the guy
different
who's having it done is going to have that happen very soon.
I want to eat it.
This cream is as fresh as today's headlines.
It's a topical. Yeah,
Topical
very
cream.
Yes, they make it very clear they do not put needles into the actual
Nut?
testicles.
Okay.
Just the skin there. It's done multiple times in the selected area with Botox from a fine needle. As this doctor says, as it would be done to a creased forehead or a smattering of crow's feet around the eye. Well,
okay.
of course, if they're doing it to the eye, you'd be cockeyed.
Okay. You love that joke.
So testicle ironing.
That joke I will never not laugh at any kind of cockeyed reference. It always makes me howl. This said that procedure from Dr. Reeder costs about $1,000.
Dr. Reader, the Peter.
Chick was right, though.
The Dr. Reader, the Peter Bleeder.
According to the Men's Journal, there is testicle ironing. It's a male laser lift that tightens the scrotum and rids it of wrinkles, blemishes, and discolorization.
The line forms here for apologies.
Discoloration. I'm sorry?
Well, Mr. Bond, Mr. Bond, as you can see, I have the Rubichromium laser pointing at your groin. For my shrunk.
It's such about $575.
Wow.
To have your sack lasered.
Ironed, lasered, ironed.
Thank you, Josh.
So, by the way, you know what they could do? If they're going to laser your sack, they could do your eyes at the same time. They could do LASIK. And, of course, you'd be cockeyed.
I've always been very proud of my...
Double down on that.
That was kind of a stretch. I will admit that was kind of a stretch.
I've always been very proud of my testicles. I think they're very smooth. I have the testicles of a 20-year-old boy. I'd be proud to hold my testicles up against anybody.
Really?
If you're going to hold your testicles up against a boy, make sure he's over 18.
Just saying.
Hey, but as long as you're consenting adults, whatever you want to do is okay with me.
I did say 20.
Yes.
We could take a best testicle picture. Nobody'd have to see your face.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Do you think you could recognize your testicles in a lineup?
Yeah.
No.
No?
You really don't?
No. Why on earth would I know what they look
No, you
like?
know what the problem with it's perspective.
That you don't really see them from underneath
You never
much, do
see it
you?
from that.
Yeah, no
Well,
kidding.
mine are tattooed.
Yours are tattooed. What's the tattoo on?
They say hot and cold.
Man, I gotta take a look at that.
So I'll be able to recognize mine.
Yeah, I have the First Amendment.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, on the left one.
They're gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes with your gigantic penis. Yeah, we know.
Adidas, I'll take it.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.